Hello everybody and welcome back. It's the beginning of the week. I know. However, there's something that I want to do something that might be charming for everyone here. And it's like, what makes you ever so attractive? So, I hope you picked a card here. Let's ring it here. Let's strike actually one more time. I know it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but I mean, what does make you attractive? Did you pick your pile? Okay, we're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1, how are you? So, what makes you so attractive? Let's bring... Nine of Swords. Six, the Lovers. Temperance. And 8 of Swords. I apologize for the lighting. It's very early in the morning. Death. Jeez. 8. 2 of Swords. Three of Cups. What makes you so attractive is that you're very, very, very admirable, and not just admirable, but just, how should I say this? Like with the 9 of Swords, I mean, like you're very, I shouldn't say you're very loose, but I mean, with the right person, you are just, when you're with the right person, you're extremely into them, and you tend to be very dedicated. So you're very sensitive in I shouldn't say in many ways, but especially when it comes to love. What makes you so attractive is that you're very, very, very confident, and you're very much a lover. You're dedicated to this person. When you love somebody, you truly, truly, truly love them. You have wonderful temperance, and not only that, you see, like right here with the 8 of Swords, Yeah. It do you see how yeah, here just you are very you're very open, and you tend to be very, very comfortable, and very, and just you attract a lot of great people, even when you don't realize that you do. You attract people who actually want to be this with you. However, I understand that the death card is not always good here. However, in this context, what makes you admirable is that what makes you attractive, I should say, is not that is that you're not scared to end these things with somebody. Like if they cross the line, then it's like, you know what, I'm done. So it's not like a literal death of somebody or something. Like you're not cursing them, or you're wishing death upon them, or you attempting their death. But you are not scared for the relationship or the love to die. And that's that's extremely attractive. You're very, very strong. That implies a lot of strength here, because there are a lot of people who they have all of these things, who have the lovers, and who have all this wonderful attention, this wonderful people being jealous of them, and they're just like saying, I don't want to let go of this. They just want to constantly relive the heydays. And it's like, well, what makes you so attractive is that you're like saying, I don't you know what, this is over. You messed with me too much, you messed with my feelings too much, and you know what, I'm done. I'm just done. No more for you. And then you're not. And then a lot of, you see also with the Two of Swords over here, you're with the man giving the woman the rose and smelling the rose. The thing is that you're not scared to start over, because what makes you so attractive is that you're worried about health. And it's not just exclusively to physical health, but psychological and emotional health. You want what's best for both parties, and especially for you. You want to be protected. You want to make sure that you're psychologically and emotionally safe, which is great. You want to make sure that everything goes well and nobody is hurt. So that's why you're not scared to end things with them. You're not scared to and it's not like as if you get these, like it's the honeymoon stage and then it's over. It's, if it doesn't get past the honeymoon stage, or even if it even gets to that stage, you're not scared to call it off. Because a lot of people, whenever they feel that nice high, whenever they feel that nice good fun, and all this great adrenaline, their hormones are firing on all cylinders, you know what, they don't care. They just want to have their fun, they want to have their joy, and you can just like buzzle off, you know what I mean? But you're not like that. You're very, very strong. So this romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. again, I apologize for the lighting. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find your true bliss. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Only time will tell. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue its guidance. So this is what you have. You're very, very playful. This is very attractive. You're very romantic and sexually driven, and you are very, very, very transformed. We can put this in a loving aspect, but also a spiritual aspect and trade aspect as well. You're a very, very, very romantic soul, very romantic being, and you're also very you love to transform and evolve. You want things to grow and be playful, and I understand, and you're very patient with the only time will tell, because you do your best in manifesting. Like what makes you attractive is that you're very, very, very confident. You're very you have a lot of will, and you're willing for things to come to fruition, and that's very, very important, because a lot of people, they just see, I'd like this to happen, I'd like to do this, and they're just not confident. Yeah, confidence is sexy, not just and it doesn't mean exclusively that you need to look confident and dress a certain way, but it's the way, kind of like you carry yourself and say, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I know what I want. I want romance, and I want a nice sexual partner, and you're patient when it comes to that, and you're playful, and you're very and you're not like this with just anybody, but you're like this with the right people. You're very and that's very attractive. Like, you know what you want. There are just a lot of people who enjoy messing around, or they mess around because they don't know what they want. I've met many people in my life that they think they know what they want, but when put to the test and they're out with someone else, they really do not know what they want, and everything just goes haywire. And even if they are attractive physically, that can only last you so long. It's your personality and your not just charisma, but your chemistry. You're very you're very romantically driven, and you're very much a manifester, and you will do whatever it takes to be happy, and that's very, very attractive. Very, very confident. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. You deserve love. You are lovable. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, what did I just tell you? One of your strengths and what you're looking for as well is chemistry. You're very picky because you want to make sure that everything is steady. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. Your bond deepens. Okay, that is absolutely true. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. New to love. New person has stirred your romantic feelings. Children. Your love life is affected by children. You want to know something? I mean, let's put this all these in context here. What makes you very attractive is that whether you're religious or spiritual, you have some sort of morals. And a lot of people don't have that. They don't have morals. And you absolutely are lovable. People see that. People see that you're very lovable. You're very attractive in terms of just like the way you carry yourself, and it can even be your physique. It can also be, but it's like, again, it's your chemistry that you're very, even if you're not the most outgoing person, and you're a little bit more introverted than normal or than usual, or if you're just an introvert. That doesn't mean that you can't be attractive. That it's just hard to crack your shell, which means you're very, very guarded, and which isn't bad. For other people who are kind of like on the receiving end, and you're on that and trying to approach you, and you're saying, "Yeah, I don't know." At least you're being upfront with them. I mean, and what makes you one of these things that makes you very attractive is that you're very personable. Again, getting to know each other and keeping an open mind and new love. You're not. I wouldn't say that this is attractive, and I'm not saying you're being promiscuous, but. I hope I'm using that in the right context, but just you're always keeping an open mind. You're always trying to make sure you have options, and it's not like in terms of like it's not the basic basic B word version of such things. It's you want to like say, okay, here are my options. Here, they have these they have these traits. Which one's the best for me? It's good, and that's what the thing. Keeping an open mind and new love. And this is somebody. And what makes you very attractive is that people have fantasized, or you know that you're attractive when people have fantasized of having children with you, whether you're male or female. They might have if this is someone close or someone that you know, they might have expressed it, or they might already have kids, or another way to put it is you both are very you both I wouldn't say you're childish, but you're both in touch with your inner child, and so it's kind of like being like so it's being like riddled with innocence and stuff like that. So you can put those in like whatever context resonates with you the most. Now there's a postcard from Spirit here about this. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting into some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open, but close quickly when you don't take the rink and go and quote go for it. Today be confident that your hard work will pay off, and you'll feel that manifest what I apologize for this. Oh, the satisfaction and fulfill of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that something? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it we'll match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. Just do it. Loving you so much. I apologize. I have a lot of silhouette-ness going here. But another thing, that's the thing. Another thing that makes you so attractive. You might be shy, but you're also not scared to just like go for what. Like when you see an open opportunity, you're not scared. You're not like this. Oh well, maybe I'll catch them again. It's like no. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna catch them again, and if I do, and I don't want to gamble that. I don't want to gamble of missing out on this. So, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. That's extremely attractive. What did I just say earlier? It's your courage and your character that's very, very attractive. Keep at it. You're very, very brave. Pile number 1. Thank you for watching that. I hope you liked that reading. We're going to go on to pile number 2 now. Pile number 2. How are you? So, what makes you so attractive? Because you are attractive, whether you know it or not. Let's see. Let's ring the bell here. And actually, let's get a little louder there. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Seven of Cups. Ooh, that's very good. Three of Swords. Three, the Empress. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Yes, that's really good. Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles. Wow. So what makes you so attractive is that whether you know it or not, you're just very admirable in so many ways. This is how you're extremely attractive. You, believe it or not, whether you know it or not, you may even though you think, or people might think that you're kind of like this, like you neglect, or because you see how she's like turning away from the guy, and she kind of like feels like ashamed, or she feels indifferent, and the guy's just like giving her a rose. Come on, baby, just like you're fine. You may lack a little bit of confidence, which would in yourself, which is kind of attractive to some people. I mean, like, because it gives them like some kind of power. It makes you look a little vulnerable, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's okay to appear that way, but in reality you're not. So this is probably how people might perceive you, like how you're very vulnerable, you're very welcoming, or you're very like unsure and stuff like that. But you're very, very, very sensual and very just like I would say that I would actually say that over here, you haven't had a lot of good fortune, because you see how this woman just kind of like is steering away at and having like her coffee or her tea, and over here this guy kind of just like is almost like it's not exactly doing any harm to her, but she obviously doesn't look 100% comfortable. And I'm not saying that anything wrong is I don't want to say that those sorts of things here, but it just kind of looks like she's just like not enjoying it. And then but there's just like over here where this is probably how people see you. What I'm saying, not probably. People, you might have gone through this. You might have gone through these stages where you weren't sure, and you were kind of like taken advantage of, and ultimately, what makes you attractive is not exclusively your beauty here. Because of how people have fantasized on doing these things with you. But over here with the Empress, you are very, 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 very strong. You're amazingly strong. You may look like this. You may look like you're you're vulnerable, and oh, I can just like swoon her, and she's a little shy girl. I like this. Or even if you're a guy, there's some like you might be very attractive, and there are some people who just kind of like, whether you're a male or female, they kind of feel like, hey, I might be able to do this with them, and they want to, which means if what makes you so attractive is that these are the things that you're okay with. Maybe not exactly these things, but here and over here, you are very, very much a lot more powerful than you think. Because I mean, like, you see how these 4 new cards, the woman kind of seems confused or dominated over, but then you have these last cards, and besides here over here, but I will explain this card here. You are a lot more powerful than you think you are, and that is extremely attractive. Because there are some people, there's some women, there's some guys who look like, hey, they've got the money, they've got the power, they've got the hots. I can do this, and you're all like, no. I'm doing this to you. I am going to be. And you're very in a good way when you realize that you got them, and you got them under your thumb in some cases. You're not scared to mess with the person who tries to mess with you. And that's very, very, very attractive, because that implies a lot of strength. You're very, very, very powerful. And with the King of Pentacles, you're very, very lucky, and you're also extremely strong. You're you're a lot more because you see how you have the Empress and the King of Pentacles. So not only are you like wealthy in terms of like I'm not going to say in terms of money or status, but I'm going to go as far as to say in terms of like internal confidence and power. You may not have had this, but after this, you're very much, you put your foot down a lot. It's like, I know what I want. I've had my share of being wanting, trying to appease others. Now, do you know what? Tides have turned, and I'll appease you a little bit, but you have to appease me in return. It has to be a two-way street. So right now, you're basically calling the shots. That's extremely attractive. You've gained a lot of strength through your misfortunes. So here, sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. You may not always understand why things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil and blessing will soon be revealed. Sure. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point of trying to change that of which is beyond our control. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it'll all work out. Okay, and then when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and memories you have shared with those you love. This, another thing that makes you attractive is you've been through some stuff, quite a bit of stuff. You've been through new beginnings. You've surrendered recently or possibly multiple times, but you know that love is extremely sacred, and that's kind of why you're kind of scared to love again, because it's been or I shouldn't say you are, but you may be scared to love again because you know how sacred it is. You know that you've been abused and you're finally like empowered and finally in control, and it's like, why would I need to do that? If things are finally going my way, why in the world do I have to like appease others? They should they should be appeasing me. I mean, like, and as well. And I'm looking for the new beginning. I'm wanting to do that. That's what you're kind of saying. It's like you want the new beginning. You want this sacred union. You want things to mean something, and so you're not going to engage in something unless it's something long-term and something meaningful, which is absolutely great. And if you, in your new beginning, if you need to start from square one, I mean, like, you might be bummed out, but at the same time, it's like, what, it's for the better. If anything, there is something better. I can do better, and I've gotten better. That's what you're saying to yourself. All of these things, all these recent encounters have been more or less learning experiences. And that's extremely attractive. You take like the misfortunes and you take the good and the bad, and not only that, but you take the good and the bad, and you learn from all that, and you start nitpicking what's good and what's bad for your well-being. And that way you've set a lot of boundaries. It's not going to seem very attractive to people who want to approach you, but for people who know you, or it's like now you're like saying, okay, you know what? No effery, no games, no BS, no horse feathers. You either are right for me in my life and you contribute to it, or GTFO, GTFO, mofo. Like, you're not scared to say that. Release your ex. Time has come to clear your energy. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. We'll put this in context of the reading. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Okay. And heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So, what makes you attractive is it takes you a while, but you're not scared to let things go. And when you meet your soulmate, you know who it is. And you're not scared to express that. You dedicate yourself to this, and if it's anything that's very attractive about anyone, it is dedication, because I mean, like, dedication is a lot of work. Always trying to make things, and it's a lot of work to try to make things work, and to maintain the success. I remember watching a Chris Rock skit. This is like the late '60s. He said in his "Women Don't Like Nice Guys" skit, he said, easy to get. It's easy to get in a relationship, but hard to maintain. And that is actually, for normally that's true, but you don't mind putting that extra work to maintain it if it's a success. If it's going well, and if it's doing that, you're not scared to like take the next steps or even keep working hard to maintain the relationship. Because because the thing is that a lot of people, when crap hits the fan, and things start to go haywire, they're all like, nope, I'm out. So like once it's past the honeymoon stage, and it's all and when it comes, they have to start getting down to the nitty gritty. And I don't mean like in a sexual way, but I mean like in a responsible way, keeping things organized, maintaining the relationship, and trying to make sure that they take you out on dates, or making sure that all of the stuff that they're saying is has meaning behind it. What makes you attractive is that you're one of those. You're very hardworking. You're stronger than a lot of people. Trust me. I mean, like, you don't need to be physically strong in order to be attractive. It's also emotionally strong, and willing to take the extra mile for things to work out. So, what does Spirit have to say about this? Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rent, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is to surrender and non-resistance. Sorry, this again with the silhouette, with the lighting and this typing is hard to read. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life. Go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have your heart and hopes set on. Just remember, the Spirit will keep its time for a greater effort. You'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycle of your life, but as soon as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents. For we're right there with you, with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. What makes you attractive, another thing that makes you very, very, very attractive, is that you do have faith and optimism. Not a lot of people have that. I know a lot of people who just like act upon pessimism, and they just act upon, oh well, I'm just gonna just live with it, or like go with the flow and just live with it. It's like you are gonna go with the flow, but it's like saying, if someone like crosses a boundary, it's like, again, you're the queen. You're saying, no. You ain't playing that with me. You ain't playing that with me at all. Yeah, so no. Sorry. That's wonderful, pile number 2. Thank you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading. We're going to go on to pile number 3 now. Pile number 3, how are you? So, what makes you so attractive? Because you absolutely are, whether you know it or not. So, let's strike the bowl and clear the airs. Let's put this over here so it's a bit more visible. Ooh. 15, the devil. Again, we'll put this into context. 4 of Wands. Five of Pentacles. Five, the Hierophant. 10, the Wheel. Wow. 6 of Wands. 6 of Swords. Oh. So, what makes you so attractive? We're going to put a good twist to this. Even though we opened with the devil, this is something that you faced. you've faced a lot of demons. And so, and you've encountered people like this who are very devilish and demonic, who were very like evil in your life. So you've been around, and I don't mean in a sexual way, but like it's like you've seen some stuff, to put in best words. You've had quite a bit of the experience, and just that's you're in. But let me tell you this: you're extremely attractive, especially when you attract the wrong people. And that's the thing. Back then, or even now, you tend to attract the wrong people, but that doesn't mean that you're not attractive at all. If anything, being around these wrong people and associating with them made you a lot more aware that you cannot take your beauty for granted. And so what have you done? You've started gaining a lot more awareness of thyself, of yourself, and so you started, because of this, because of the devil, you started valuing yourself a lot more and becoming a lot stronger. Because it's like saying, I want to repel the devil. I've been around a lot of, you're saying that I've been around a lot of demonic beings, and I'm sick and tired of this. So what do? You surround yourself with a lot of loving, cherishable beings. Very, very, very strong people. Like you see, and you spend a lot of time with nature. You see how the Four of Wands, how she's just like finally enjoying herself, and a lot of stuff is going growing right for her and him. The thing, and you see how romance with the Five of Pentacles, a lot of love and romance in the midst of glory. You've been through. What makes you so attractive, now that I see it, you've been through hell. Ergo, and I wouldn't say ergo, but you have a lot of empathy, because you've seen and experienced the evils of love, the evils of life, and of course that's attractive to people. Because I mean it's not, and I don't mean like it's attractive to the bad people, but it's attractive to good people, because there are a lot of good people out there that too have been through quite a bit of hell in their own right. They face the devil, they face their demons, but now they're all past that, and now look at the Hierophant. Now you have a lot of power and a lot of control of yourself. You didn't used to have a lot of control, and you probably have let yourself loose, but now you've gotten a lot more powerful. And now the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, it started off as like you changed your fortunes. Before, it didn't seem very fortunate, but you said it didn't have to be this way. And that's extremely attractive. You're very, very strong. You're very, very much like, not everything needs to be awful. Just because I've been through awful experiences doesn't mean that that others need to go through what I have. Very empathic, very knowledgeable, very strong, and you also, because of this, what makes you attractive is that you're surrounded by a lot of fortune. You're very fortunate, you're very powerful, and a lot of things are starting to go your way. You're taking a lot of control of your life. Control that you probably didn't have, or you didn't, at least you didn't know that you had. You're realizing that you're a lot more powerful than you think that you are. And with the Six of Wands and even with the Six of Swords, people now just want to love you even more, because if it's anything that they like, it's someone who's powerful. And again, it doesn't need to be like in terms of wealth, but even in terms of spirit. If you have a powerful spirit, a powerful soul, that is absolutely something that people are going to be attracted to. That's something that they absolutely love. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create an unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Passion, a majestic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is that both supports and challenges. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. This is a something that is very what makes you very attractive. This is the stuff that not only that you have, but you also seek. You have a lot of passion. You have you have balance, and you understand that that there is a lot of nuance in life. That love is not one consistent thing, and it takes a lot of adaptations and adapting to all that kind of stuff. And you know that it takes time. Things take you take your time to things, and you know what? That is very attractive. It's maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of people, the fact that you're saying, okay, let me take my time and make sure that this is absolutely the one that I'm with, or like I'm absolutely on the path of what I need, because that's the thing. You seek out needs, whether if it's and you don't want to repeat what you've gone through. You've gone through a, a lot of this stuff has been taken advantage of. Hence, since you've encountered like demonic people, or you've just like haven't had the best fortunes, but now you have a lot of passion, and now because of those misfortunes and adversities that you've experienced, you have a lot of balance, and you are very, very, very wise. If it's anything that's very attractive and an underestimated trait for anybody, I mean, like, it's one thing to be attractive, like in the outside and outlook, but it's also wisdom that's very attractive. Because there are a lot of people who do unwise things. Or like, it's okay to do unwise things, but they're not wise. They think they're wise, or they think that but do you know what? No, they're not. They might be smart in some cases, but they're not wise. And you're very wise. You've lived through it. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Engagement. Your love life is ascending and higher level of commitment. Romantic feelings, you're real and worth exploring. That is absolutely true. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This is a very much what makes you attractive. You're very much a free spirit. And you do have a lot of trust. And even though you have so many reasons not to trust people, or not to trust anything, or even the process, you're very authentic. You're extremely authentic. And you're not scared to speak your mind, especially after what you've gone through. Now, there might be some codependency, and I wouldn't say so addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I would say it's more like, how should I say this? What makes you attractive is that you still have that chip on your shoulder, because you haven't had the most, you haven't had the greatest fortunes, and you've been messed with. I mean, like, look at the devil here. What makes you attractive is that you're very, very not just sure, but you're very humble. And you know what you want. You know what kind of a person to be with and who not to be with. Now I understand that it might be hard to let go of certain things, but ultimately you're making in spite of all that, you do make the effort, and you are a lot more playful, and you're okay with exploring these steps and all this stuff with how should I say all this stuff? What makes you attractive is that you're a lot stronger, and you've learned a lot your lessons. You don't let the past phase you. Now the past is always going to be part of you, but it doesn't mean that you can't loosen yourself up, and you're just a lot stronger, and you know who and what you want, and who and what you want to be with. And you're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself from all of that strife and all that stuff. You're like you don't let the devil phase you. At least not anymore. Message from Spirit here. Postcard. Dear you, human beings spend a huge percentage of life asleep, not just in bed, but in the kind where you forget you're a spiritual immortal being taking a temporary human form, taking on a temporary human form. It's not your fault. Everyone suffers from spiritual amnesia once in a while. As you develop an identity, an ego, you begin to see through the eyes of a small self, and have less connection to your soul self. You may not recognize this is going on, but you sure can feel it. We're here to remind you to look through your soul's eyes and see that magic is everywhere. Infinite potential lies in spirit, in who is teaming with you to fulfill the contract you made to contribute to the evolution of the whole world. Wake up and remember all of the help that you need is orchestrated in the invisible realm. Your mind in alignment with divine intelligence is unstoppable. The world is yours to co-create. You are so loved, and we are all behind you. So I mean, that's another thing that you're what makes you attractive is that you've started to become a lot more in touch and confident in yourself. You've started taking a lot more control. I mean, like, you've freed yourself, and that takes a lot of strength, because a lot of people don't want to free themselves because they're kind of dependent on the past experiences, and but you're like saying, you know what, nah, I don't want to be attached to the devil. I want to be attached to something better. I want So you're very, very, very strong, whether you know it or not. And you're in touch with what you want. You're in touch with the higher realms. You know that there's something a lot better and you deserve a lot better. So don't look back, pile number 3. You should never look back, even if you feel like you may have missed out on something. What you missed out on was not anything that would have benefited you in the long run in any ways. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.